Okay, I'm going to talk to you about the topic of logic and what it's all about. So let's crack on. Okay, there's going to be a lot for you to remember, so feel free to make notes. It's a very easy topic. You just got to get your head around the concept, or you can just choose to remember some of the facts. Okay, so first I'm going to start you off with basic idea of logic and what it means by a proposition. Okay, so what a proposition is, it's a statement, okay, that can be true or false, or it could be indeterminate, but it could be true or false. So it's not a question. So it's not something like an opinion or a question like orange is a nice color. Like that's orange is a nice color. That's not a proposition. Something like this is a proposition. 20 times 8 equals 160. That's a proposition because it could be true or false, and in this case it's true. Or you could have something like this. Let's say, for example, your father is 56 years old. Okay, that's a proposition. Now, it could be true or it could be false, and depending on who you ask or who you're referring to, it could be either true or false. So it could be indeterminate as well. So this is what it means by a proposition. Okay, it's a statement that could be true or false. It's not a question, so it's not like how are you doing? You know, are you having a nice day? It's not something like that. But it's a statement that that could be true or false, or depending on a particular scenario, it could be either one. Right. Okay, let's just go over some of the notation. Okay, so the notation is to kind of save the amount of work we need to do and the amount of writing we need to do. We can refer to a proposition with a letter. So for example, I could choose any letter I want. Normally they use the letters P and Q, so let's choose lowercase p and semicolon. So here's a proposition. It is raining. Okay, so this statement could be true or false. It's indeterminate. Okay, and let's just make another one. You choose letter Q. Okay, 2 dots. 2 plus 5 equals 7. Okay, we know that's true. Okay, so that's a proposition and it's a true one. Okay, so P is a proposition, it is raining. Q is a proposition, 2 plus 5 equals 7. Okay, now that's a notation. I'm gonna show you a basic notation of this, and it's called the conjugate. Okay, so what it means by that, okay, the conjugate, it means not the conjugate, the negation of this. So let me write this down, negation. So let me do it in green first of all. Right, negation. It's this funny little symbol. It looks like a sideways L. Okay, so the negation of P would be the statement, it is not raining. I'm going to underline the word not. Raining. Okay, so the negation means it's like the opposite. Okay, so it's the opposite of this. So P is it's raining. The negation, we say it as not Q. Sorry, not P. Not this little symbol here. I'm just going to circle in orange. This little symbol for negation, okay, is a sideways L. You put it in front of a letter. It means the opposite of this. So it's not P. That's how we say not P. It is not raining. Okay, it's easy to remember. Okay, let me do this in purple. So negation of Q would be not Q, and it would be the statement 2 plus 5 doesn't equal 7. Okay, right, this is like not equal to 7. Now the thing about the negation is that, well, we know that this is true. Okay, 2 plus 5 does equal 7, whereas negation is clearly false. Okay, that statement is not true. Okay, it's false. So if Q is true, the opposite is false. Kind of makes sense. So let me just do one more. let's say something along the lines of, let's say P is I will go for a run today. Okay, so the negation, not P, would be I will not go for a run today. Okay, simple as that. So that's the basics of it. Okay, so you got P, not P, and one's negation of the other. Okay, so there's the introduction to logic, and it's the first thing you need to remember is that you can use letters to represent statements. This means the negation of a statement is the opposite of a statement, if you want to think about it that way. A proposition is something that could be true or false or indeterminate. It's not a question, or it's not an opinion or anything like that. It's a statement that could be true or false, basically. Okay, so that's the beginning of logic, and refers to sentences like this. Okay, so we're going to look at some more examples in the next clip.